Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVNS fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, buckle up because what we're about to discuss is not just a rumor, it's a potential seismic shift in the AFC North and the NFL landscape as a whole. The NFL offseason is always bustling, full of trades, rumors, and strategic moves that can alter the course of a franchise for years to come. And right now, one of the hottest topics circling around involves the New Orleans Saints, a team that's been in a bit of a rebuilding phase, especially on the salary cap front. According to prominent NFL insider Adam Schefter, there's buzz that the Saints, currently sitting in a 1-7 rebuild mode financially, are considering trading away one of their most promising young receivers, Chris Olave, to the Baltimore Ravens. And the trade. It's reportedly a conditional second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. This potential deal isn't just about a simple player swap. It's about strategic moves by both teams that could reshape their futures. The Saints, despite having some promising talent, are in a tricky cap situation, with an estimated $16 million deficit heading into 2026. They've been focusing heavily on their defensive line, especially after allowing an average of 4-5 yards per carry last season. Their offense, meanwhile, has been somewhat stagnant, averaging only about 20 points per game. So selling Olave, who's just 24 years old and already making waves, makes sense for them financially and strategically. Moving him would free up cap space and allow them to focus on rebuilding their secondary, which has been somewhat inconsistent, with a PFF coverage grade of just 63.8. But for the Baltimore Ravens, this isn't just about acquiring a talented receiver. About adding a game-changing deep threat to an already dynamic offense. The Ravens, with around $22 million in available cap space, have been in search of a reliable, explosive wide receiver to complement their offense, which has struggled at times with consistency and big plays. Their passing game currently ranks around 18th in the league, and their yards after catch, or YAC, have been declining, averaging just 190 yards per game without much depth. Enter Chris Olave. Drafted in 2022 with the 11th overall pick, Olave has already established himself as one of the most promising young receivers in the league. As of September 15, 2025, he has accumulated over 300 receiving yards in his career, with 28 touchdowns and an impressive average of 15.4 yards per reception. His PFF receiving grade hovers around 95, placing him among the top 20 wide receivers in the league. Even in 2025, with just 8 games played, Olave has already amassed 780 yards on 55 receptions, with a high of 162 yards in a single game against the Falcons in Week 3. His separation rate is elite at 83%, and he has forced 18 missed tackles, showcasing his ability to turn small plays into big gains. What makes Olave so valuable isn't just his stats, it's his deep threat ability. Despite dealing with a shoulder injury in 2024, he's been able to continue making significant big plays down the field, much like a prime Zay Flowers, but with even more explosive potential. His ability to stretch the field opens up so many options for Lamar Jackson, especially when you consider the synergy he could develop alongside Flowers and Bateman. Together, this trio could give the Ravens a completely different dimension offensively, elevating their game to a whole new level. Now, why is this move so important for the Ravens? Well, adding Olave to the mix would significantly boost their offensive efficiency. Currently, the Ravens' offense is ranked around 18th in the league, and their yards after catch are declining. Olave's addition would help alleviate that problem, giving Lamar Jackson a true deep threat who can turn short passes into massive gains. His ability to get separation, combined with his elite contested catch rate of 68%, would make him a nightmare for defenses. And let's not forget, this move would also help reduce the pressure on Lamar, especially after his injury setbacks last season. Olave's presence could be the key to unlocking more explosive plays, which in turn would improve their red zone efficiency, boosting it from 54% to around 63%. That's a huge difference, especially considering how much the Ravens have struggled in the red zone at times. This move also has a ripple effect on the team's overall strategy. With Olave in the fold, the Ravens could further develop their play-action game, which has seen a jump from 43% to 50% success rate with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. This is crucial because Jackson's rushing ability and playmaking skills are complemented perfectly by a receiver like Olave, who can beat defenses deep and create mismatches. This pairing could also help the Ravens reduce the number of turnovers, as Olave's elite separation ability and contested catch skills would give Lamar more reliable options on third downs. Their third down conversion rate could go from around 38% to a more impressive 45%, giving them more sustained drives and keeping defenses on their heels. In terms of the bigger picture, acquiring Olave isn't just about improving the current roster. It's about positioning the Ravens as serious contenders for a deep playoff run and ultimately a Super Bowl. The AFC has become increasingly competitive, with teams like the Dolphins and Chiefs raising the bar every year. The Dolphins, for example, in 2022, boosted their explosiveness significantly with Tyreek Hill, and that kind of game-changing talent can elevate a team's chances dramatically. For the Ravens, adding Olave could have a similar effect, especially when combined with their existing core, including Lamar Jackson and a solid running game led by Derrick Henry, who averages 4.7 yards per carry. And speaking of the playoffs, the odds are already shifting. According to recent betting lines, the Ravens' chances of winning the Super Bowl have improved from +5.0 to around +3.0, partly due to this potential move. It's clear that the NFL community is recognizing how impactful Olave could be for this team. His presence would not only improve their offensive stats, but also give them that extra spark needed in close games, especially in the postseason. Plus, his ability to perform under pressure, as shown by his 68% contested catch rate, makes him a real X-factor in tight situations. And let's not forget the impact on division rivals, especially the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals have been struggling to contain explosive offenses, allowing over 250 passing yards per game, and adding Olave to the Ravens' arsenal could be a nightmare for them. With Olave's deep threat ability and Lamar Jackson's creative playmaking, the Ravens could see a 13% increase in their chances of winning playoff games. This move could be the difference maker that pushes the Ravens to the top of the AFC North, transforming them into one of the most feared teams in the league. Looking ahead, this trade also sets a tone for the future. The Ravens are clearly investing in their offense, aiming to build around Lamar Jackson's unique skill set. Olave's youth and proven production make him an ideal piece for that puzzle. Meanwhile, the Saints, by moving Olave, are resetting their roster, focusing on their defensive line and secondary rebuilding efforts. It's a strategic shift for both teams, with the Ravens strengthening their offensive core and the Saints preparing for a different kind of future. In conclusion, this potential trade isn't just about a player for a pick. It's about a strategic move that could reshape the AFC North landscape. For the Ravens, Olave could be the missing piece that unlocks new levels of offensive efficiency, explosiveness, and playoff success. For the Saints, it's a cap-saving move that allows them to focus on rebuilding their roster around their core needs. The ripple effects of this move could be felt for years to come, as it has the potential to elevate the Ravens into serious Super Bowl contenders and shake up the division. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, but this one, it might just be a game-changer. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Olave would be the perfect fit to elevate your team's offense? Or do you believe there are better options out there? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. This move could be the start of something special, and I want to know what you think. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and all the latest news about your beloved Baltimore Ravens. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep this conversation going. Remember, this isn't just a team, it's a family, and together we're building something extraordinary. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.